In this video, I'm going to show you an easy hack to get your music sounding sick on any system. Stay tuned. Welcome to Azzadous Studios. If this is your first time here, I hope you find something useful. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to keep up to date with future updates. We all want our music to sound great, and to make that a reality we need to be aware of how people are listening to our music. More often than not, people are listening on a small speaker like a phone speaker, a laptop speaker, or maybe on headphones. So how do we get our beats sounding good on these platforms? Referencing. Referencing is basically taking your track and sticking it on your phone, having a listen through your phone speaker, through your laptop speakers, the infamous car test. Anything that's not the speakers or headphones that you created it on will give you a reference to what it'll sound like. You basically just want to know what it sounds like when other people are listening to it, because not everyone's got a pair of studio monitors or high-end headphones to have a listen to the track on. So this tip is in addition to referencing. You still want to reference. This is just to help you in the producing stages hear what frequencies you may or may not hear on another device. Let's take a look at Ableton. Okay, so I've just got a really basic bass patch here. I've just gone for basic shapes, left it on the sine wave. I've taken the random and the phase all the way down, left everything else. I've added a sub, -1 octave, sine wave, direct out. And I've just tweaked the envelope a little bit. Brought the sustain down a little bit more release to give us the sound that I wanted. So what I'm going to do is add an EQ to this, and I'm going to low cut this at about 450 Hz. 444 that'll do, and I'm going to put it on 6 dB per octave slope. And as you can hear, we're losing a lot of the sound. So what this is doing is mimicking what it might sound like on a speaker such as a phone speaker or a laptop speaker. This is just a general idea. You could mimic the exact frequency responses if you wanted, but not everyone is listening to the exact same device. So it doesn't really matter that much as long as you get the general idea that we're referencing to a system that might not have so much low end. So what we need to do is bring out these frequencies in the middle to make it sound better for other systems that don't have as much bass. So what we're going to do is head over to our Serum and open this table editor. So what this does at the top is adds extra harmonics, and each one of the grayed out ones is the octaves. So the second one, if we add that, we can see it's adding quite a lot of the next octave up. We don't want too much. So we're just going to bring that down to about 20%. Just adds a little bit more into this area. And then what we can do with the sub is, rather than using the sine wave, use a triangle wave. As you can see on the EQ there, it looks quite a bit grittier, and it actually sounds grittier too. The triangle wave sounds really good on other systems such as laptops and phones. So we're going to leave Serum there for now and check it out. So next what I'm going to do is add a compressor, a CLA 76. You can use any compressor you want. I just like using this compressor. I'm going to push the release all the way up, leave the attack on 3, and I want about -3 dB of gain reduction, maybe a bit less, depending on how it sounds. And what this is going to do is it's just going to flatten this out a little bit. We don't want to flatten it too much, but it's going to bring these harmonics up a little bit. So next I'm going to add an EQ, and we're going to cut the low end about quite a high slope, 72. I'm going to cut it about 32 there. And this is really subtle, but it is going to push some of the frequencies into this area a little bit. It's going to squash it a bit to fatten this area up. And then what we're going to do is high cut. I'm going to go for 6 dB. I'm going to roll it off about 450. That should be okay. We're just tidying up this high end a bit. Next, I'm going to add another compressor, an MV2. So when I overdo this, you can hear it really coming out in this area. So now you can see that we've brought up a lot more sound from this area. So this hack is really good for checking your basses and other instruments to see what they sound like before you move on too far through your track. It can get really annoying if you have to keep exporting your track and redoing it. If you can't hear the bass on your phone or other systems, and sometimes you might have to go all the way back to the start of your track, change your bass, and then your new bass might not work so well with other instruments, which can get really annoying and you end up rebuilding an entire track. So what I'm going to do is cut this EQ. I'm going to stick it on the master so you can hear what the drums and the bass sound like together, as if they were coming from a phone with less bass. So we're still retaining that low end, but we're also getting a nice mid-sounding bass that's going to ring through on a phone speaker, a laptop speaker, any speaker that doesn't have as much bass as a better system. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell to keep up to date with future updates. Thanks for watching.